Hey guys, I'm Rodin. I also go by Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is the weekly intuitive astrology reading for December 19th to December 25th. There's a lot of transits happening this week, a lot of ones that we've also been waiting for. There's also a new moon in Capricorn going on. The way this works, for those of you who are new, welcome. Don't forget to check out social media, website, all that stuff. We have content on Patreon, Vimeo, and obviously here on YouTube. So go ahead and look at those. But I'm going to go over the astrology for the week. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull cards for the collective and then potentially the elements if I have enough time to do so. I'm a little bit crunched right now. As you can tell, I'm still not back in my normal environment. I will be very soon, though, in a few days, actually, from when I'm recording this. But anything else before I get started? I think that's it. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Just realized. Give me a moment. Alrighty. I think that's it for announcements. So yeah, I'm just going to jump in. So this week we have Jupiter moving into Aries on 12/20. We do have Capricorn season officially starting on 12/21. 12/21, as you guys know, is a really big day. There's also a couple aspects that are really strong on that day that I'm going to talk about as well. So pay attention to that day. There could be some really cool energy to be working with. On 12/23, we also have Chiron going stationary direct in Aries at 11 degrees. And then on 12/23, we have the new moon in Capricorn. And of course, 12/24 and 12/25 is Christmas Eve / Christmas for those who are into that and who celebrate that. So big week, big week. I just realized my table's kind of cluttered. Sorry, I'm a little ADD right now. I'm a little distracted. I do think some of the energy is coming in with the week because we do have a lot of Jupiter energy helping us out, especially under the new moon, but in the form of squares and oppositions. So when that happens, yes, Jupiter is helping us. Yes, we feel more confident. Yes, we do feel successful. Yes, we do feel lucky. But sometimes the energy can turn on us. Sometimes we could be feeling a little too confident, a little too good about ourselves, and then we get too cocky with it. Like almost like too much expansive energy. Like it's just an excess of energy. So be mindful about that because I'm feeling that already. Like an uptick in vitality, an uptick in energy, and like almost a difficulty in being able to utilize it. So keep that in mind. But what I want to talk about, I mean, I guess I actually just talked about it, didn't I? Jupiter. So the sun is going to be square Jupiter all week, and it's going to be peaking on 12/21. Okay. We also have Ceres, the asteroid Ceres is moving into Libra the previous week. So it's going to be at early degrees, like 0 1 all week. Opposite Jupiter as well. This is happening on 12/25. We also have some Chiron activity. Chiron is going to be sextile Mars. Jupiter is also going to be sextile Pluto. So what all of this is just really culminating to is that we have a few aspects here that are really helping us to get more energy than we're used to. Like Jupiter moving into Aries is already going to give us a little bit of a burst of energy. Chiron going stationary direct is also going to give us a burst of energy, like entering into that Aries energy. So utilize it to your best ability, to your best advantage. The sun square Jupiter brings a confidence, but again, it could turn into a cocky energy. So be mindful because that could totally backfire. Jupiter being sextile Pluto, though, still is providing us with opportunities for success and for spiritual growth. So I think that's great. It is weakening. So this is probably the last week we really feel that window before Jupiter just moves on past the degrees that which Pluto can aspect with it. Okay. Now Chiron. Chiron going stationary direct. Also Chiron being sextile Mars, which Mars is retrograding. Mars has been a huge thing for everybody since September, and especially the last couple months. It's been really, really huge for us. But being in the sextile with Mars and also going stationary direct, there is going to be an emphasis on Chiron, our personal obstacles, our personal wounding, especially as it relates to how we assert ourselves, any woundings we have about identity, the ego, masculine energy, so to speak, even feeling empowered is part of that too. This sextile with Mars is peaking on 12/21 as well, but it's really positive. It's giving us opportunities to grow. It's giving us opportunities to obtain strength that we didn't know we had and overcome obstacles and wounding. So it's all really good stuff. Sorry, it was like, that was really weird. I swear my eyes were changing color. That was really weird. I don't know. That was very strange. Sorry. It's like, weird. Anyway, moving on. Ceres in Libra opposing Jupiter. Again, it brings this energy of like a burst of energy, an influx of vitality, and gets us feeling good and very positive and optimistic about things. But being in opposition to Ceres, Ceres is about self-care and nurturing And that's great, but again, like don't get overwhelmed by it. Don't go to extremes with it. Don't become so isolated in your self-care or so self-focused you forget about other people. And don't become so cocky that you kind of lose sight of your own capabilities and the reality of situations. This week, connecting with people is a huge theme. Mending relationships is a huge theme. Coming and understanding with people is a huge theme. And there are aspects here that are wanting us to kind of focus on ourselves, and that's where the tension rises, okay, where some obstacles can happen, but it is for the purposes of growth and healing and establishing the new with the new in Capricorn as well, okay? What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, Pallas Athena. Pallas Athena is still in Cancer. That Pallas Athena Cancer energy has been helping us like get into that compassionate, empathetic warrior, the matriarchal leader leading through femininity and feminine energy, motherly energy. And that's still present here. And this week it's going to be trine Neptune. It's going to be strongest around Christmas, towards the end of the week. This is really helping us with connection, with resolution, with mending fences with people where we need to bring understanding to situations, but particularly where there's been a lot of conflict or where there's been upset within relationships, okay? Especially where the feminine has played a huge role in these relationships, like parent-child. I mean, actually, that could play a role in almost any relationship, but especially between like parent-children or, of course, like partner-spouses, okay? What else do we have? Juno. In Pisces, Juno in Pisces is also conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and Juno is also sextile. Sorry, I feel like I'm salivating a lot. This is a really strange experience I'm having. It's very odd for me. Juno is also sextile Mercury in Capricorn. This is improving communication and healing for partnerships and relationships. Again, that Neptune energy is bringing in the compassion, along with the fact that it's in Pisces, but then Mercury is bringing in the fact like, hey, let's talk about this, let's resolve this, let's focus on this, okay? Something else that's going to be speaking to the tension, this push-pull of I want to be focused on me. I want to be focused on my goals. I want to be focused on my efforts. And especially with the new moon Capricorn, there might be that feeling of like, I'm ready to be serious. I'm ready to be Saturn in my endeavors and what I want to do. But there's so much calling our attention to people and relationships and connecting and empathy and compassion and talking and all of that. And then there needs to be a place for that this week. So for those of you where you really struggle with that balance anyway, this could be a potentially hard week for you. Vesta in Pisces is going to be square Mars this week while Mars is in Gemini. And again, that brings the frustration because Vesta in Pisces is like, I want to focus on myself. I want to focus on my inner self, my higher self, my spirituality. I want to focus on what makes me passionate and creative about my own personal purpose or mission or whatever it is, right? While Mars in Gemini is asking us to consider other people, consider how we're committing our time and resources, how we are communicating with people, collaborating with people, all of that. So it's a little bit of a push-pull again, like I was saying. Sorry about that. But it's important so that we can understand how to consider other people while we're still focusing on things that are for us, okay? Huge, huge theme this week. The new moon in Capricorn is on the 23rd. I will be doing a live on Patreon and I will be posting it to Vimeo after the fact. But just a little tidbit about this new moon. Everything that I already talked about applies. There is more Venusian energy though on the new moon as opposed to throughout the entire week. Sorry, it's been like this all day. With the Venus energy that's coming into play, you know, North Node is there, Uranus is there, aspecting Venus in a positive way. So I wouldn't be surprised if this new moon Capricorn, again, bringing in opportunities or really highlight opportunities with relationships, maybe even meeting some people, but also highlighting how important relationships are, right? We're never really in anything alone. When we're building something, when we're creating something, when we're trying to even be responsible and accountable to the goals that we have. Feels like chaos. To the goals that we have and the things we want to do, we never have to be alone in it. And especially when we're being accountable and responsible for the effect we have on other people and the environment and everything around us, we can be better leaders. We can also be just more responsible with how we co-create. Huge thing going on with new moon Capricorn, okay? But I expect, like I said, this week, a lot more energy, a lot more drive, a lot more determination, and Jupiter creating all these aspects, a lot of feeling of optimism, luck, just feeling like we're in the right place, doing the right things. The only place I see frustration is when we're starting to decide, do I choose me? Do I choose other people? Do I just really take care of myself and focus on me and what I want? Or do I take the time, make the time and space to consider the people in my life, or the effect I'm having on my environment, or the effect I'm having even on the world or people around me? Big stuff this week. Now, when it comes to your charts, so I'm just like trying to keep an ear out for whatever that alarm is. Now, when it comes to your charts, when you're looking at your rising sign, so again, this is for like my newbies. I know a lot of you are not newbies, so you already know how to look at this, but for those who are not, welcome. Hi. Look at your rising sign, which is your first house, and you'll notice it's going to go down like a range. So the signs and degree points I'm giving you, this is where you want to look in your houses to see what houses will be impacted this week by the energy. And there's actually 4 that I would say you want to keep an eye on. So Pisces, Aries, Gemini, and Capricorn. Pisces is huge because Jupiter, like I said, is in Pisces moving into Aries. So Pisces and Aries are probably the biggest houses I would look at. And for some of you, that's going to be 2 houses. Some of you, it might even just be 1, because you want to look at Pisces late degrees and Aries early degrees. That within itself can just be 1 house. But like I said, for some of you, it could be 2. Jupiter here is bringing in the optimism. It's boosting our energy. It's expanding things. So you might just feel like that part of your life is getting a lot of attention or commanding a lot of attention. But where you have late degrees Pisces, I expect a lot of healing to take place. I expect a lot of compassion, a lot of emotional energy to come forward. Wherever you have Aries early degrees is where I expect some challenges to come up, but challenges that you already have been aware of that you can finally overcome this week if you let yourself. And also if you're open to people, and if you're open to considering others while considering yourself and your dreams and your goals. You got to consider everybody, the bigger picture, right? Sorry, big messages are coming through here. Gemini, 10 to 15 degrees. This is where Aries is, and Aries is going to help us, like I said, overcome our obstacles this week, overcome some difficulties we've been having as it relates to Chiron and our personal wounding. But it is just this like boost of energy as well that you might experience in the house of Gemini. Motivation. I just heard motivation. And in Capricorn, we got a few planets all over the place in Capricorn throughout the entire 0 to 30 degree range. So I would just look at Capricorn and know that that house might be affected in one way, shape, or form. I wouldn't try to figure out how. Just keep it in the back of your mind that, oh, this might be coming up, okay? Now, mutable? Yeah, mutable and cardinal. My mutable signs and cardinal signs, you're really gonna feel this energy this week, especially my Cappies, and especially my Geminis. You're really, really gonna feel this week. I would actually say in order from like most significant to least, I would say Capricorn, Aries, Gemini, Pisces, as far as those particular mutable and cardinal signs are concerned. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some cards for the collective message. I really got to keep an eye on time. Time seems to be getting away from me constantly. All right. Message for the collective. Am I going to start the oracle? Yeah, I am. So I only have 4 decks that I'm working with right now while I'm here because I had to buy them. So Priestess of White is one I've been working with, and I've really been enjoying it, actually. It's been kind of nice. Oh, I should timestamp this. Hold on. Always forget. Always freaking forget. Okay. All right, getting into the collective message here for the week. And happy holidays, by the way. You know, like the last month has been so weird for me, and like especially time-wise, like I feel very not in tune with the holidays right now personally. Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? There are going to be a lot of people getting into their hearts. Interesting. I'm feeling both extremes. I can feel some people like fighting to focus on their goals and really almost avoiding their heart space, while like people around them might be the opposite. Like really, like, especially anybody who's like heavy water sign or Pisces, because Pisces is so significant, or the signs that I mentioned, Capricorn, Gemini, Aries, Pisces. Yeah, it's again, this push-pull that I'm feeling. It's like where this could happen between you and another person, where one person's very like earth focused, goal focused, desire focused, task focused, and the other person's like all emotional and in their heart space, right? I hate this term, but it came up, like runner chaser. I hate that term. but some of you might be finding yourself in that position. Something's not aligning there. Yeah, I want to say something's not aligning there. Not to say it can't, but something's not aligning there. Any messages or insights? Be very cautious about how cocky, I was gonna say confident, how confident you feel. I really feel like that blowing up in some people's faces this week. You might need to consider something. So like some of you guys might be more in your ego than in your hearts, like I was saying. You might need to consider some people might be really in their hearts and really vulnerable and really sensitive, okay? Before you say stuff or do stuff. Again, the theme, consider others, consider others, consider others, consider others. There's an unlocking happening with the new moon, with the North Node. How we take responsibility and accountability in relationships. That's like literally what's just coming through here. And yeah, and responsibility co-creation. So this is like a big collective theme we've been experiencing, right? But the new moon in Capricorn is emphasizing that because we do have some North Node energy activated there. I gotta be honest, I keep getting pulled right back into my heart, like pay attention to the heart, pay attention to the heart, pay attention to the heart. And I feel regret, I feel remorse, I feel guilt, I feel shame. For some people, they might be getting into their heart space and they've been avoiding it a lot, and it's like, it's making them realize a lot of things. This could be you, this could be people that you're dealing with. I just feel a lot of emotions, like a ocean, a raging river. Like it doesn't feel subtle. It doesn't feel subtle. Some people might be getting some Christmas apologies. Holiday apologies for sure. Don't get cocky. That just keeps coming up. Don't get cocky. Ooh. Don't know who needs to hear that. Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? This is a week where we can really understand what it means to be our best selves. I like that. I like that. Even if you might have to go through some egoic, petty energy first, this is a week where you can be your best self. And what that means to you. Feeling Scorpio all of a sudden. Why am I feeling Scorpio? I'm feeling Scorpio all of a sudden. Opening heart. Ooh, with 11. Ooh, we got the master number 11 there. For me, 11 is self-awareness. It's like the waking up vibration. Deep connections, water blessings. Yeah, like I said, I feel just being dragged into the heart space. And some of you might really fight this process, or some of you who are being dragged in through your heart space, other people around you might be really fighting that energy. But just know that there are going to be people who are in this state of vulnerability, sensitivity, openness, receptiveness. Receptiveness? Yeah, that's a word. I keep feeling remorse, regret, guilt. I keep feeling all of that. It is a time for acceptance. It is a time for letting go. It is a time for making peace. Don't forget that. This is definitely the best time to have those kinds of conversations. Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? Woo. Ooh, one of my favorite cards. Sensuality. God, that just feels so Queen of Wands to me. Feminine wisdom and passion, another 11. That's not coincidence. That is not a coincidence. 1111. That's got to go in the title. Hold on. Where did I write that? Yeah. 1111. Yeah, this just feels like a flow of emotion, a flow of passion, a flow of desire. And again, with the new moon Capricorn, with the Venusian energy, the North Node energy, the Jupiter energy, the Mars energy, very, very possible to have a flowing river of emotion and passion, especially when it comes to relationships, okay? But also creation. Let's not count that out. Also creation. A new moon is about that. A new moon is about creating opportunities and new paths, what it is that you want to implement now, right? We've been in this very creative energy, and Capricorn is about, hey, you want to get something done? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get something done. And working with Venus, creation. I'm really feeling that Saturn energy, like that responsibility, 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 accountability, accountability, accountability. Put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. Can you walk the walk and talk the talk, right? Ooh, nice. Courage. This came out recently. I think it was for Virgo with the energy of 2, which you don't break down an 11, but if you were to break down an 11, it'd break down to a 2. 11, 11, 2. Wow. Some of you where this is about partnerships is going to get spicy. It's going to get exciting this week. It's going to get unexpected this week. It's going to get emotional this week. Okay? Courage. That feels so Saturn to me. Feels very, very Saturn to me. Strength, fierceness, and family. Obligation. Yeah, Saturn. This is Saturn all day. And that's what Capricorn is too. Like Capricorn can relate to family. It's more about institutions. Because, yeah, it is that 10th house energy. It's funny because what's the 4th house? The flip side of the 10? Family. This is about that Cancer Capricorn axis. Pallas Athena being in Cancer, who's been affecting us, also plays a role here too. But yeah, this, I'm really just feeling Saturn leveling up, responsibility, accountability, accountability, accountability. To you, to people, to what you want to co-create. Okay, let's keep going. There's also an allowance that's happening. I'm hearing allow. Allow yourself to really, truly see people for who they are, not who you want them to be. Interesting. Or who you've painted them to be. Oh, I'm feeling both. Feeling a little bit of both. Almost like, you know, the people in our lives, so like maybe we, you know, there's been words, you know, people in our lives where it's like, you know, not appreciating all of who they are, even if who they are is not the greatest individual or doesn't really resonate with you, like that's okay. But we do need to appreciate people for who they are and where they're at and respect that and not demand something of them that they're not capable of, or just something that's just not who they are, right? Yeah, interesting. Any other messages or insights for the collective this week? Two more cards here. Ooh, yes. Oh my God, the numbers, guys. The synchronicities are crazy. Hold on. Wow. All right, so now we have hostilities, conflict, unrest. We got the feminine power here with the Panther, and then we have 31 breaking down to a 4. And look, harvest, 44, gathering of blessings. And you do see the moon behind both of them. And this came under hostilities. I mean, hostilities come under opening heart, is what I meant to say. That's kind of what I was feeling. It's like there's a push-pull, there's a tension in the air, right? Some of us are going to be really in our hearts, and some of us are really going to fight like hell against that. And most likely there will be some conflict with people where there is that opposition. But if anything, this is a time to be rid of conflicts. This is a time to be like, let's bury the hatchet. Let's talk things out. Let's mend things and take accountability. And if someone can't take accountability, that's fine. It's not your responsibility to make them, right? It's not your responsibility to make them. There's a lot to come for people who are not afraid to do this with harvest. And, you know, it's interesting because I've been talking to some friends, and there's some interesting stuff going on energetically, spiritually in the collective right now. Definitely a bit of like spiritual warfare energy, clearing out darkness, clearing out a lot of dark stuff. And those who are ready, those who have done the work, there's blessings to come here with this new moon Capricorn and everything to follow suit. And that's okay if you're not on that wave. It's not a judgmental thing. We get on these waves sometimes, right? Everybody's in a different place at a different time in the collective. And then there's where we are at average-wise, collective-wise, right? So this is a beautiful window of opportunity. We're getting a boost from Jupiter. We're getting an assist from Mars. And we're going through a 12/21 portal, right with a new moon in Capricorn. It's interesting because I know we're close to the new year, but it's like this feels more like a new year, like a true new year energy, like a true, not wiping the slate clean, but getting a new slate. Like putting the old one down and picking up a new one instead of trying to clean the old one, if that makes any sense. This is like literally just what just came through here. So don't be surprised too if this week, because of this North Node Venusian energy with the new moon, that while certain relationships are evolving. The way you create is evolving. You could also have people fall away because they're not ready to put down their slate. They're not ready to move past conflict. They're not ready to be vulnerable. They're not ready to be honest, see you for who you are, see themselves for who they are, and face Saturn. That's what this new moon Capricorn is bringing too, facing Saturn. Overall, we do have shamanic journey with 23 breaking down to a 5. Shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, vision quest. Oh my God, look at the visual here. Gorgeous. I'm getting strong Cancer vibes off of this actually. Just kind of interesting. And we do have the full moon Cancer coming up in January. We do have the full moon Cancer. Yeah, I'm feeling way more about this is what's ahead. The full moon Cancer. Full moon Cancer is going to get real emotional. Because that's just what happens. Yeah, it's going to get real emotional. I got to look at the degree points, but I do believe the full moon Cancer is also aspecting Uranus as well, potentially the North Node as well, activations, shaking things up, changes, and also intuition. You know, you talk about Cancer, that is intuitive psychic energy. Uranus is also intuitive psychic energy. I love this though. And then the 23 bringing on to 5, change. This to me just feels more like a clarity that's coming through. Yeah, this is more about what's ahead. Wow, underneath that we have miracles. Uh-oh. So we have miracles, and I just got to do it. We got twin flames. Soul partner, eternal connections, deep spiritual connections. Like I said, Venus, North Node energy this week with Jupiter. That's going to bring in some very divinely orchestrated connections. I'll say it that way. I'll say cosmic connections. That's actually a word I've been using recently. That's like fallen into the vocabulary of my reality. Of my consciousness. So there's probably something going on in the collective as far as like almost a new interpretation or understanding of a type of connection. But anyway, this is something about clarity that's coming in about your path, about relationships, your role in them, your responsibility in them, with yourself, the whole picture. The whole freaking picture. Some of you, this is going to set you guys up to have a big change around the full moon Cancer in January from Capricorn season to new moon Leo, no, full moon Leo, excuse me, to full moon Leo. I think there's going to be big changes and fluctuations and big downloads for people. That's something I've been picking up on as well. So be mindful of that. Some of you, it's going to start kicking off more in the full moon Cancer just because Cancer is so intuitive. But anyway, so that's what's going on collectively this week. I know I threw a lot at you. Sorry, just what it is. The word attunement is sticking out really strongly here too. Why is that word sticking out so much? It's an alignment. It's alignment. This is a window to align things within yourself to pick up the new slate. And if you can't do it, that's okay. You're not meant to at this time. You're going to do it later in another wave, right? Another window of opportunity. It's never too late. You're going to be in a certain reality where it's never too late. And then some of us that are picking up a new slate, we're in a reality where it's been done, right? So it's just, it doesn't really matter. Well, it matters, doesn't matter. The grand paradox. Anyway, sorry, coming back. It's about aligning with yourself. Aligning with yourself. Aligning with yourself. Aligning with yourself. And a new level of understanding of accountability and responsibility of co-creation and relationships. Really helping you to not evolve past the ego. I don't want to say it that way, but to recognize the ego for what it is and to have more detachment from egoic reactions and really sit in the soul and sit in the heart. And there's rewards for your hard work for being able to do that. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's move on from that collective message. Let's get into the elements here. What time is it? I'm telling you, time runs away. All right. Air, fire, water, earth. Water. You want to go first? Okie dokie. We can do that. We can totally do that. All right, water signs. Let's see what we got going on for you. Come here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the week. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancers, I feel like you guys are really going to feel this week. Pisces too, for sure. Scorpios, I don't know where you are. I feel like you're observing a lot this week. Absorbing, internalizing. I'm gonna get back to you. But Cancer, new moon Capricorn. It's your natural 7th. That's naturally going to bring up relationships for you. Family versus work. Mother versus father. Masculine versus feminine. Those are huge things for my Cancers, and you guys are going to feel that this week. Pisces, I feel like you guys are like, you're deep in here. You're like, oh, you're deep. You're deep in your body right now. Coming up this week, you might be extra emotional. I feel like you're coming into truths, and whatever these truths are, it's like I feel like they're just difficult or they're just really emotional. Could also be people around you, doesn't have to be you, but it's almost like you're hitting the bottom of your heart, which I think of hearts as limitless, bottomless. You know what I'm trying to say. But you're hitting such a deep spot within yourself emotionally this week, and it's bringing up a new understanding for yourself, a new perspective for yourself. Scorpios, I feel like you're being quiet. Every time the Scorpio is really quiet, I'm like, what's going on, Scorpio? What are you doing? What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you doing in the corner over there, Scorpio? Like, that's the vibe I'm getting with you. I'm just being honest. Any messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh boy. 4 of Wands in reverse is the first card out for my water signs. What you want to achieve. That's what I just heard. What you want, what you want, what you want. You're ready for what you really want. This is this is representing a relationship, a foundation, stability. It's almost like the structure, the physical structure of what you've been wanting has been eluding you until now, possibly will hit you fully in full moon Cancer, especially my water signs, right? Because you were one of water signs. But yeah, 4 of Wands in reverse. It's not that some of you might have been having instability in your life. I'm not feeling it's about that. I'm feeling it's more like the goal, the path, the vision. You've had it. You just haven't seen how to physically make it happen. But I feel like you're about to like flip it over and make it happen. And if this is about like relationships or like partnerships or romantic relationships, marriages, that sort of deal, there's a really strong intolerance that I'm getting here. You could say it's about standards. It's just about what it needs to be. Interesting. This is what it needs to be. And if it doesn't meet this, it's not for you. Like very strict, almost rigid, very Saturnian, actually. Any messages or insights from my water signs? There's a frustration there, water signs. I can feel it. For those who is about like romantic relationships, partnerships, I can feel it. There's anger and frustration there. Feeling that's like Scorpios. Yep, world in reverse. The period of time where having the physical manifestation of your foundation, of your goal, of your relationship or the path, again, it's the physical container of it that's been eluding you is over. You're not having it anymore. You're coming into this understanding of what it needs to be, what it needs to look like in a way that is aligned to you. You're learning how to align with it to bring it into your physical reality. And since you're learning to align, for those who are aligning, anything that doesn't, essentially, you're just not going to invest in, you're not going to tolerate, you're not going to put up with anymore. And I don't even think you're being like harsh about it, like, but you are being Saturn about it. You're being Capricorn about it. You're being rigid about it. You're being firm about it. Any messages or insights from my water signs? Yeah, see? Done. Done, done, done. Done having your dream, your path, your desires, all of it, like, you're done being held back from that. You're done living in reality where it's not manifesting. You're doing what you need to do. You're seeing the honest truth about yourself and how you need to align to it to make it happen. And anything else that falls short, you're not going to tolerate or bring with you. With the world, when the world comes out, sometimes I do see it as like jumping into a new timeline. So some of you are definitely jumping out of an old timeline and releasing yourself. Because when you do that, when you level up your life, when you level yourself up, it comes with more responsibility. It comes with more accountability and integrity. It just does. That's how it works, right? And sometimes not everyone's ready for that. Sometimes they need time to be ready for that. Anything else for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yep, you're setting yourself free, water signs. Setting yourself free and heading towards manifestation of what you want and the responsibility that comes with it. Wow, yeah, you're done. You're so done being disappointed. You're setting yourself free from the Nine of Cups in reverse. For some of you guys could have been a little indulgent. Nine of Cups in reverse can be like drinking too much, eating too much, drugging too much, whatever, partying too much. But I feel like if anything, you've been indulgent in disappointment and self-pity. A little bit of victimization going on of like, why does this never work? This never works. This never works. This never works. Well, you're realizing why it never works because you needed to align more. You needed to work on your alignment with what it is you actually wanted. Making the necessary changes, again, taking on that responsibility. Anything else for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of Pisces energy here, actually, which, again, I'm not surprised. It's one of the prominent signs this week. Overall, Seven of Wands in reverse. Let's see what's under that. Whoa. With the Ten of Cups and the Fool card. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, lots of things going on here, water signs. I'm going to get to the rest of that in a minute. But looking at this, the Seven of Wands in reverse with the Ten of Cups and the Fool. That Seven of Wands in reverse, like, to be honest, I'm getting a feeling of like not fighting, not putting up a guard, not putting up an energy. But with the Ten of Cups and the Fool, I mean, you're heading towards your 10. You're heading towards your fulfillment. There's no question about that. Thank you. It's the flow. You don't have to force it. You don't have to fight it because you're aligning internally with it. You don't have to force it to happen. It's just going to happen. Because you're aligning and you're just walking the walk, you're talking the talk. Some of you might actually like give up on certain family dynamics or relationships in order to set yourself free as the Fool to do this. That also is indicative of these cards too, just so you know. But something else that's interesting that's attached to the Fool is this. Justice in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers, and the Three of Pentacles. You're also walking away from anything that clearly you just don't deserve, okay? Anything where it's like collaboration's missing, can't get aligned on the same page here, and makes you feel kind of like disempowered. That's a word that's coming up, disempowered. And I feel like this is really more about relationships or it could even be work circumstances with the Pentacles. But yeah, any people or circumstances that have left you feeling stuck by the devil, disempowered, disappointed, you're just not having it anymore. You understand that you are in control of your life to an extent. And you're going to be the Fool. And you're going to align to what works for you by aligning internally with your emotions, with your truth, with your desires, making the necessary changes that you need to make for yourself. And it's not even a forceful thing. It's a very natural flow thing. It's just going to naturally happen if you make that choice internally to align. Wow. Okay. Interesting reading for my water signs. Moving on. Who are we doing next? Earth, fire, air. Hi. Earth, fire, air. Fire, fire. You guys want to go next? Okay. So we're going to do my fire signs. Let's see. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages or insights for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the week? Any messages or insights from the fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag for the week. Sorry, I just felt something come up on my left side. That was interesting. Just trying to gauge what that is. It came up on my left. Okay. That was interesting. Some of you guys might be getting more prominent encounters with your spirit team. Some of you that might be happening. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the week. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like you're taking a stance. I do. It's funny because water signs is about being in, it's the flow. That's what it's about for the water signs. For fire signs, I feel like it's actually about the fire for you. It's, yeah, I feel almost like 7 of Wands energy. Taking a stance, saying what needs to be said, doing what needs to be done, but it feels like you're being seen in it. Like people have to see you doing this. Witness, I'm hearing witness. They have to witness you doing this for some reason this week. Some of you, it's very strongly coming through dropping an addiction or even like a toxic circumstance, behavior, lifestyle choice, environment. But I think that's why it needs to be witnessed, because it's hard. Whatever it is, it actually feels difficult, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. Feels almost like a face-off between Mars and Saturn. And Mars is fire energy, so maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius, or you have that in your chart. You have strong Saturn, fire, whatever. You know, Mars, Saturn. I'm feeling Mars, Saturn. They're both the malefic planets, right? About destroying things, bringing restriction. But yeah, whatever it is, it's hard. It feels hard. I want to say that feels very difficult. Any messages or insights from my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag for the week. Page of Pentacles. So there's an energy around that is not trustworthy. Okay, Page of Pentacles, when it comes out, it's envy, it's greed, it's jealousy sometimes. It also just blatant, like, lack of trust. I feel like you don't trust something. You don't trust something, or you don't trust someone. Something feels uneasy to you. It's felt uneasy to you. Some of you have been ignoring this about a person. Almost like ignoring your intuition, because I wanted to put it right on the opening heart card. Almost like your heart, your intuition's been trying to tell you not to trust something or someone. And you're finally realizing how much you can't trust them. That's heavy. Any messages or insights from my fire signs? Whoa, the moon. Illusion. Yeah. There's someone in your field, fire signs. It's not going to be for everybody because this is a general reading. But whoever needs to hear this, there is somebody that you cannot trust. That causes confusion and illusion in your life. And because you've been kind of avoiding it, or emotionally avoiding it, like not feeling out the situation, not dropping into your heart, your intuition, you haven't been doing what needs to be done about this person, whoever they are. They could be younger than you at the page. They don't have to be. But it's definitely like, don't trust, don't trust, don't trust. Your heart's like, do not trust this person. Could even be a circumstance, because this is general, but I feel like it's an individual. I do. I feel like it's a person. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? This could also be reversed, I want to say, for my people who are cross-watching. Not even just my cross-watchers, but this could be reversed. 3 of Pentacles. You've been dealing with them. You've been dealing with them. 3 of Pentacles is like, hey, let's build something together. Let's be friends. Let's forge this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's collaborate. Let's build together. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the moon. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Some of you, this is a friend. Some of you, this is happening in the workplace. Any messages or insights from my fire signs? 6 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. This might be somebody from your past. Doesn't have to be. There's karma tied to this. There's karma. I feel like you're the 9 of Pentacles. Hold on. You can break out of this. You're tied to this person in like a soul way. I don't know the way to say that. Like either a karmic way, a soul way. There's something about you and this individual that runs deep. Okay? Like, you know, the soul recognition. You might have had soul recognition with this person. It could even be a family member with the 6 of Cups being there. But you can break away, is what I'm hearing. You can break away. You can break that connection. You can break that chain. But you have to have the courage to do it and own the fact that you do not trust them. Or your intuition says don't trust them. Page of Swords at the bottom. There might be a Snoopy Snoop. Any other messages or insights from my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. The way this person gets to you is through the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like, like I said, I feel like you're really the 9 here. But I almost feel like that's how they entice you. That's how they maintain a connection of sorts, is by either feigning friendship, feigning support, or tugging at your desire for tribe, tugging at your desire for connection, for stability even. But you're not a Pentacles. You already have enough stability. I think they really want what you have. 9 of Pentacles, you're abundant on your own. Let's see. 2 of Wands in reverse, and it landed right on top of this. The Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon. Almost said the Sun, which is interesting. But 2 of Wands in reverse, you've been avoiding this choice here. Even indicating possibly making a choice that puts you on a path that you actually don't really want to be on. But I feel indecision. I feel indecision because if you really dropped into your heart space, listen to your intuition and your soul, it'd be like, no, run. Yeah, see, on the bottom, 5 of Pentacles. Wow, with the Knight of Cups in reverse. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Jesus. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, fire signs. This is like no bueno, okay? This is no bueno. The Knight of Cups in reverse is my inappropriate lover card. They're either emotional manipulators or they emotionally detach. There's not a whole lot of love going on here, or like true emotion. And like I said, I always feel like you're avoiding your heart space, which will tell you exactly what will come of this situation. Feeling alone, feeling misunderstood, feeling at a loss of some sort here. And then we have this, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant in reverse is bad guidance. It's a path that is not aligned to you, to your truth, to your faith, to your higher self. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. That is, to me, is like a waste of a pentacle. There's an Ace of Pentacles going on here. You might actually be missing out on an opportunity because of this person. This person might be a distraction for you. Literally, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, a distraction, and taking you down a path that could be potentially be a mistake, or one that is like not aligned with you. Wow. Yeah. Run, fire signs. Run. Run, 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 run away. Run. This could also be a little bit of a warning for my fire signs. If you're not sure if you've been in your heart or not, like if you're going to be the one to pick up the clean slate or hold on to the old one. This is a path that will keep you holding on to the old slate, the old timeline, so to speak, if you will. However, whatever terms you want to put that in. All right. Okay, fire signs. All right, so we have Earth and Air left. Excuse me. Earth, air, earth, we're doing earth. Excuse me, sorry. Okay. All right, our signs. Whew. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Actually, let me check the time. Oh, okay, I could be better on time. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Any messages or insights from the earth signs for the week? Oh, happy birthday, Capricorns. Happy birthday. I'm going to do the Sag birthday reading at some point in the next few days. But I am traveling again soon back to my normal living space. Yeah, so just keep an eye on that. Anyway. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I think you guys are really in your element. There's something about your energy that feels really yummy. Kind of luxurious in a way. I feel like you're almost being hugged by nature, like by the earth energy. So I guess might be literally just like enjoying the holiday season and all the what's the word? You know, that. All the beautiful things that come with that. Any messages or insights from my earth signs for the week? I have no idea what to call this reading. Ooh, look at you. That's exactly what an Empress would do, wouldn't it? Ooh, let me enjoy all my abundance and my goodies and my luxuries. That's exactly what an Empress would do. And here you are, earth signs, being the Empress, being in this beautiful Venus energy. Venus is in Capricorn, by the way. So here you are, enjoying, receiving, and feeling damn good about it. Nice, especially my Taurians, because this is Venus. This is your card. Yeah. Wow. Oh, it feels good. It feels really good. Don't be surprised if people hit you up. If you're in the Empress energy, do not be surprised, because I feel that. I feel like you're being hugged. I feel like you're receiving. You're just surrounded by yummy, yummy energy is how it feels. And that's very attractive. Let's see. The High Priestess. Your intuition is on point. I also get this feeling you're kind of protected here, Earth signs. That's also what I'm feeling too. Like you're in a bubble. You're in a yummy, yummy bubble. Definitely feeling that. But your intuition is also intact. And the fact it's coming at her to be seen tells me that it's telling you something. Okay? Your intuition is telling you something. What is it telling you, Earth signs? Any other messages or insights for my Earth signs for the week? Ooh. 8 of Pentacles. While you are enjoying yourself in the Empress mode, you're getting downloads. You're receiving information about where to put your energy, where to invest your time, where to put your focus, what needs you. That's weird how that's coming out. Who and what needs you, where you're needed. Okay, your signs. There's a plan coming together. There's a plan coming together. It's about where you are needed and who needs you. But it's like you're literally sitting there and you're just receiving this information. I think also while you are taking your Empress mode anyway, again, you're getting downloads and ideas. Your intuition is telling you everything about what needs to be done. And you'll act when it's time, but it's almost like you're taking a rest. Is kind of how it feels. And some of you, like I said, are very insulated, like literally in a bubble where people can't really get to you. And I think it's like, so you can actually have downloads and things like that. Uninterrupted is what I just heard. Uninterrupted. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, this is about working on your relationship with money, materials, and work, and what changes need to happen there regarding your own work ethic. Others of you, it's actually about what to do about a different individual. And whoever this individual is, if it is about another individual, it's somebody who is not very grounded and who's having their own issues as far as confidence, money, work, their own sense of stability. There's a little bit of a selfish energy that I'm feeling here too. A little bit of a tunnel vision energy. It's like tunnel vision or ADD. It's like I'm getting either way, like a lack of appropriate healthy focus and balance. Yeah, a lack of sustainable living. Yeah. So like I said, this could be you reflecting on what you need to do about this aspect of yourself, especially my Capricorns. Others of you, it's about dealing with an individual like this and what you need to do, how you need to handle them, how you need to approach them, and who needs your help. Wow. Any other messages or insights from my Earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let's see. Nice. Oh, you guys, look at you. Oh my God. Oh, that is a crazy trifecta. Empress, High Priestess, and the Magician. You're in the Empress mode of 3D material abundance, receiving that, enjoying that, also being able to co-create whatever you want. You're in your High Priestess mode. You are very in tune with your higher self, divinity, spirit, God, whatever word you want to use. No one can get past you in that regard as far as truth is concerned. And you are the Magician. You are the alchemist. You can do whatever the hell you want right now. You can create whatever the hell you want right now. Don't mess with the Earth signs this week. I swear to God, my eyes are like changing color. It's freaking me out. It's like, I swear I looked up and I thought my eyes were purple for a second. Which actually splashed me back to 2019. That's a whole other conversation. I'm also noticing the 1, 2, 3. Earth signs. Be very cautious this week. You are in an insane manifestation mode. Whatever you think, whatever you want, whatever you desire, you're going to make it happen. And especially my Earth signs where you're realizing there's a part of you that needs to be worked on, some self-work when it comes to your relationship with money, with work, the material plane, or balancing your life, multitasking, also her planning. work on it. That's going to help really solidify your ability to manifest. But others of you, you're realizing like who in your life actually needs your help, how you can be of service to people. Wow. God, I don't even know how much better this reading can get from my earth signs. Any other messages or insights? Ace of Cups in reverse. I really want to put that with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see what else happens here. I feel like some of you are witnessing individuals like this and you're wanting to make them feel better. You're wanting to flip their cup over. And some of you, this could be someone that you're in a romantic relationship with. Gender doesn't matter. But yeah, that's actually really how it's feeling to me. It's like whatever you're working on your own, you're seeing who else you can help. And maybe it's like literally you're moving into like a job or work situation or outreach or whatever, where you're like, I see the kind of people I can help. I'm going to go help them and flip their cups around. But some of you, this is personal. It's almost like you're wanting to bring them into the light. Any messages or insights for my earth signs? Woo. I don't know if you guys saw that, the way that popped out. So, like I said, the Ace of Cups in reverse came out, and I really wanted to put it here. A lot of you, this is about rectifying this part of you, okay? Getting your cup upright, getting your relationship with money, work ethic, material plane, multitasking, work-life balance, all of that back in alignment so you could be in this insane manifestation mode. Some of you are already in this mode, and you're figuring out what you can do personally to help other people who need their cup flipped over, okay? People who need a reality check as far as their perspective is concerned, and that, you know, money, materials, the way we look at it is changing, and what was important is no longer important. And then we have this. Oh yeah, then we have this. We got the Page of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. You got your eye on the future, but the way, oh Jesus, the way you have your eye on the future, earth signs, it's not just about you, it's also about other people. Kind of what we were talking about with the themes this week of the New Moon Capricorns. Makes sense it's coming up with the earth sign reading, right? The responsibility of co-creation and how it affects everyone and everything, not just you. So you have your eye on the long term, and you're doing your research, you're getting your downloads, you're aligning, you're manifesting, you're making shit happen, God, Goddess, over there on the other side of the screen. For those of you where you are dealing with someone in your personal life like this, sorry, let me get a sip of water. They're observing you. Okay. They're observing you. And while you want to help them, I think that that's noble. I think that, you know, means you have integrity. Just be mindful that it is a page. Feeling a little bit of jealousy there. Little bit of jealousy, okay? So just keep that in mind. Oh, what is this? Okay, well, this is weird. No, this isn't weird. Sorry, this is just the channeling that's coming in for somebody. Some of you, this is... okay. Some of you, there's a really important connection between an Empress and a Magician. Being aligned through the High Priestess, being aligned through spirituality and faith and divinity, intuition, all of that. And on the outside of that connection, there are people that are envious, that are a little bit stuck in their ego and witnessing what is being created between these two people. And I feel like one or both of you are realizing there's a need for damage control. And some just attention and compassion is needed to flip these people's cups around, is all. Overall, we do have the Four of Wands in reverse, Jesus, Justice in reverse, the Nine of Swords, whew, and then we have the Emperor in reverse. This is being rectified. This is being turned over. This is, excuse me, this is definitely a feeling of wanting to turn the current situation around by manifesting it. Hold on a second. By manifesting it. And like I said, some of you need to flip your own cup over and get yourself right and perfectly aligned to do that. With the Emperor being in reverse, that does imply there's some masculine energy that's a little distorted here and a little caught up in worry and concern, particularly around money. Money, material plane, and again, work-life balance. But I feel like my earth signs, you're going to be able to do that just fine. And for those of you where you are doing that yourself, you are wanting to help people in that same kind of situation. Some of you, these people are personal to you, or actually like a romantic partner of sorts, but you're going to get it worked out. Again, just be mindful of the people that you want to flip their cups over. There is a little bit of jealousy and an eye on you. Underneath that, we do have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. This is excitement for the new, of what can be created, what can be built, what can be anchored, what new path is ahead, and the adventure that is tied to it. Okay? And like I said, for those of you where it's like, there's a really important connection going on and there's people outside of it, which I do feel like it's more than one, that are just not in that spiritual place. They're in their ego, their cups are flipped. Do you see that? Their cups are flipped over. They're worried, they're in control mode, they're jealous. There just needs to be some damage control, okay? There just needs to be some damage control. It was a long reading, earth signs. All right, moving on to air. A timestamp. Hopefully I don't lose the paper this time. That always seems to happen. I always like lose the paper. Oh God, we're over an hour. How did that happen? Okay. All right, air signs. The time. Let's do this. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the week. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the week. Air signs for the week. Any messages for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Getting some dark, actually I'm getting like literally dark energy. For my people who are spiritual and have abilities, you're transmuting a lot. You're needing to transmute a lot. Recognize, I'm hearing recognize darkness for what it is. Recognize darkness for what it is. Transmute as you need to. Getting a lot of dream time with that too. But moving past that, transformation. They're showing me the bat. Transformation, which is funny because I was also getting darkness. See through the darkness, right? See darkness for what it is. See through it. When you encounter it in your reality or in other people. But the bat. Transformation. Changes. Feels like shadow work to me, air signs. Just being honest, feels like shadow work. Yeah, be very wary of dark energy. You just can sense it around you, can feel it around you. Air signs. Any messages or insights from the air signs for the week? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Get ready for the ride. I just heard. I almost felt like taking a deep breath, like right before you drop on a roller coaster, you know? That's an energy, that's a feeling I just got. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 7 of Wands. Are you going into battle mode, air signs? Something exciting is about to happen. I can feel it for you. I can feel it. Whew, I can feel it. It feels like you're getting ready. This is a bit of a battle stance. This is a little bit of like knowing you're in the right. That's interesting. I feel like you're fighting dark energy. It doesn't just gotta be straight with you. But I also feel like some of you are in this position of, I know I'm right. And others of you are getting into a mode of preparation. Any other messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Yeah, this feels like battle. Oh, battle. There it is. 5 of Swords. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Battle. Again, some of you guys are battling darkness. Nonsensical conflict, nonsensical fights. This is also something that's happening in the collective where darkness is showing itself more. The closer Pluto gets to Aquarius, the more darkness we're going to see. Okay. And the more like, you know, awakenings are going to happen and all that other stuff. But that's kind of what I'm getting here. Like people's demons are coming out. I've been seeing it. I've been talking to people. They've been seeing it. Like there's a huge clearing that's been happening. And air signs, I'm talking to air signs who've been doing a lot of work in relation to that. Like people just showing you who they are, or whatever's been controlling them, whatever's been at the wheel, essentially. And you're protecting yourself from that. You're fighting that, which is awesome. You know you're in the right. You know you're in the right. You know you're in the right. Nothing wrong with the Five of Swords being there if you are in a situation where you do have a valid point about something and you are in self-preservation mode. When it's something that really matters and is really important, but that's also what I'm feeling for you. And some of you, I feel like you're prepping. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any messages or insights for my air signs? Any messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse is somebody who withholds truth, is not exactly honest, not the greatest communicator, can also be a narcissist or a manipulator, someone who likes to control, someone who likes to manipulate and play mind games. That's what you're fighting against. That to me is darkness. Just saying. Jesus. Wow. And someone you can't trust, somebody who's envious, someone who's jelly. And keep in mind, this can be reversed or vice versa, just because the King of Swords is Aquarius, but, you know, not implying anything awkward, just saying. So there's a fight going on here. There's a fight against energy that is controlling, that is manipulative, that is jealous, potentially greedy. Dark. It's dark. Yes. And you're going to win. And you're going to win. Air signs, you're going to win. Congratulations. Didn't doubt you for a second. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ooh, King of Cups in reverse. Is this your energy? This is your energy. Interesting. This is your energy. This was a little bit like emotional overwhelm, exhaustion. Thank you. Emotional exhaustion. There's a little bit of a wipeout here. Some of you might have been having this spiritual battle and not telling anybody. Some of you have been keeping it on the down low, but I feel almost like your emotions need to be recharged. If you need to recover from something like that, because dark energy can be in the form of anything. You could have just been doing a lot of energy work. Some of you could have been like dealing with one person or many people, and it's just worn you out. You need a break. You need time to recover. And I recommend recovering in a very protected space. I just keep getting this vibe of like not communicating this to somebody. Devil. I don't like that. Again, that to me feels like dark energy around you. Could even be your own demons showing themselves to you too. Keep that in mind. Sometimes it is mirroring, but I'm not worried because you're going to win. You're going to win whatever this crazy fight is, whatever stance you have to take. Even if it's spiritual warfare, you're going to overcome it. Some of you, this is also fighting addiction. All right, especially the King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse can be somebody, especially the devil, that's prone to substance abuse because of emotional, like a lack of emotional regulation. Okay. Some of you just feel so plagued emotionally, like by emotional exhaustion or wounds, that it's like, I need to shut down. I need to shut down. I need to shut down. And I keep getting told, it's like, this has not been communicated. 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 There could be people in your life that are wondering what's been going on with you, and maybe you've been kind of silent or a little MIA because you've been dealing with this situation. I really recommend reaching out and telling people. That's a big theme this week, remember? Allowing people to be in on things, allowing connections to be present. Any other messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's the Four of Swords. Okay, I'm liking it. Ah! Okay, flying. They're all flying out now. Hold on a second. Okay, and this one, wow. Wow, okay, so what landed on the Six of Wands was the Queen of Wands. This is a victory, but this is also a lot of attention too. This is a lot of attention. Some of you, this might actually be even like a battle romantically, just because we do have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and a Queen of Wands. There could literally be like a competition here to fight for someone's attention, but that's not going to be the case for everybody. But a Queen of Wands is a mystic. It is somebody who deals in energy work, okay? Somebody who understands what spiritual warfare is about, what dealing with darkness is about. And like I said, you're going to win, okay? You're going to win. We do have the Four of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's something in your current circumstance that's tied to this dark energy that needs to change. And part of doing this battle, or, you know, standing up for yourself against a person who is controlling, who is envious, all of that stuff is what you need to break this cycle here, okay? And then we have the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is recovery, baby. This is recovery. This is healing, taking the time out that you need to deal with anything else that's keeping you exhausted or that has been part of this whole spiritual battle, so to speak here, okay? Three of Pentacles tells me you're getting help with this recovery, though. Some of you, that's going to be a divine assistance help. Some of you, that's going to be a friend you can trust to, like, hang out, you know, and help you recover. Overall, victory. We got the Chariot. I love it. Yep, with the Hangman. Holy crap, with the Tower. Holy crap, and the Ten of Swords. Whatever this battle is that you had to go into Seven of Wands mode for, again, I feel like it's actually due to jealousy. I feel like it's due to jealousy. I feel like it's due to control. I feel like it's due to envy. And it's almost like people or energies that are just dark and didn't want you to be in the light or didn't want you to have what you have. But it's time. It's time to do something about it. The Tower with the Ten of Swords, this is a huge event, okay? This is a huge event. This is a huge ending. This is a huge change and potentially painful that you needed to take time for, that you're now recovering from, okay? And you will be victorious. It might take time, air signs, and for some of you, this already happened a while ago, and now you're coming out of the recovery stage. Some of you, you're just going into recovery. Some of you are just going into battle. But you will be victorious. You will be victorious. You will be victorious. You will be victorious. Okay? Wow. All right. That was an intense one. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly reading. I hope to see you guys very soon. And I hope you guys have an amazing new moon, amazing holiday if I don't see you before then. Take care. Bye, guys.